Alright guys, so we're back with another Discord JS tutorial. So this is part 2, continuing from the last part. If you guys didn't watch the last part, I would definitely suggest watching it. Assuming that you don't have your environment set up, then definitely watch that video. It will show you how to set up the environment. So basically, I'm assuming that you guys already have JavaScript knowledge. I'm assuming that you have Node.js installed, and I'm assuming that you have Visual Studio Code installed. And once you do, we are ready to get our bot all set up. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you obviously need to make sure you have a Discord account, because you won't be able to create an application with the that will interact with the Discord API if you don't have an account with Discord. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over to discordapp.com. Okay, create an account if you don't have one, or just log into your account. Go over to developers on the top over here. Hopefully you guys can see that, developers, and you're gonna click on developer portal. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna create a Discord application. Okay, notice how I said application and not a bot. Okay, so this itself is an application that we are creating, because you can use this application for many different things, not just a Discord bot. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and type in our name for the application. So you can call us whatever you want. I'm trying to think what I should call it. Let's see. We can just call this whatever. We can call this V12 Discord bot. Okay, I'm not really creative at the moment. It's 6:30 in the morning, so let's click on create. So it's gonna bring you to this page. Okay, and again, it's just a very simple dashboard that tells you basic information about your bot. You can add an app icon if you want. Okay, but you can always change the name of your application. Okay, so there are a couple things that we need to keep note of. Okay, we need the client ID. This is not really secret information, because anyone can retrieve this client ID by literally just right-clicking and just clicking copy ID. So it's not really secret. Okay, you don't have to worry so much about if someone sees your client ID. It's not really a huge deal. The client secret, however, is a huge deal. You want to make sure this is kept secret. Typically, you use the client secret for OAuth applications. That's one use case. I'm pretty sure there are other use cases as well. But you want to make sure that this is always kept hidden. So you can always regenerate it too, in case if someone gets access to it. Okay, it has basic permissions as well. Cool, and we can also give a description. Okay, if you go over to Auth2, this is for if you're building, like, let's say an API that needs to authorize a user when they're logging in. We're not going to worry about this, because we're not going to be doing that. There's also rich presence, and there's also app whitelist. So again, these are things that we're not going to be worrying so much about. We're going to be going over to bot, and over here, what you're going to do is you're going to click add bot. Okay, so this pretty much gives your application a bot user. So you're going to click on yes. Okay, and cool. So now we can add an icon for our bot. Okay, and we can also change the username of our bot whenever we want. And okay, you'll see something here called token, and if you click on it, you'll see it says click to reveal token. Now this, you need to make sure you keep this hidden at all times. You never want anyone to know your bot token. If your bot has permissions on your server, right, anyone can just access this token, and if someone has this token, they can easily log in with your bot, and they can access all the servers that the bot is in and do really bad things. So if they have permissions, like administration permissions, they can pretty much mess up your entire guild. So if you ever feel, at any time you feel like your token has been exposed, don't hesitate to regenerate it. Okay, whenever you regenerate, you need to make sure you place that token in your script. Okay, which I'll show you guys in just a sec. But again, let's say if someone compromises my token, just click on regenerate, and it will generate a completely different token for you. Okay, this is what you're going to need to have your bot log in. Okay, so now that you understand pretty much the basics of this whole dashboard and how to use it, what we're going to do is we're going to need to bring our bot to our server, because right now I want to bring my bot to my test server. Okay, but it's not here, right? You're going to see I have a bunch of other bots here, but we're missing V12 bot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the client ID. Okay, and remember, this client ID is always unique, but again, if someone sees the client ID, it's not a huge deal. Don't worry so much about it. Okay, because this is not secret information. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this client ID, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this URL. We're going to click on this. So you're going to go to discordapp.com/API/OAuth2/authorize client ID client underscore ID equals. So this is called a query string. Okay, when you have the question mark, that's a query string. And the client underscore ID is called a query parameter. I'm not going to go too much about what these things are. You just Google it. But just make sure you have question mark client underscore ID equals the client ID. Okay, remember that's the ID of your application right over here. And what you're going to do next is you're going to do ampersand, the and symbol, scope equal bot, which pretty much authorizes the application as a bot. When you visit that application, it's going to ask you, where do you want to add the bot to? So you need to make sure that you have the manage server permission on the server. So in this case, I have 3 servers that I'm an admin of, and since I'm an admin, obviously I'm going to have the manage server permission. So I'm going to add it to test. Okay, and we're going to click authorize, and you're going to see that it's going to ask you for, it's going to do a CAPTCHA, and it's going to, select all images with boats. So we're just going to do that. I think that's also boat 2. Cool. So we're authorized, and you're going to see that our bot is now over here, version 12, v12 Discord bot. Awesome. So our bot is on our server. That's great. That's great success. So our bot has been authorized. We have given the bot access to our server. And now all we need to do is actually write the code to log the bot in, because you're probably wondering, well, the bot's on our server. How do we actually get it to go online? Okay, and this is where we need to actually use code to programmatically log the bot in so that the bot can go online and it can actually start doing things like interacting with the Discord API, sending messages, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so in the next video, we're actually going to get started on writing code. I just wanted to show you guys how to properly get your bot online so that you can actually start interacting with the bot. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.